because there's nothing wrong with the studs for here. We're going to go ahead and pull them out, and we'll keep those, you know, if something was to break. So we kind of played around with different ways it work. And there was a little bit of looseness here, so we put an old lawnmower blade in here.
Well, it's old, but it's...
Yeah, well, it's still a good one, but it's not going to hurt it there. And we pressed one out to see what was going to work.
Goes real easy.
Yeah, and it just pops out really easy. So we'll do that and get them all. Now we got two studs out. I'll throw those in Evaporust. I noticed there's a flat set on one, so there's probably a certain way they go in, so they won't spin or something. But we'll.
Well, they have this.
Yeah, and a knurled going in there. So we'll go ahead and pull all these out. I'll throw them in the Evaporust. I don't think I have it over here, but clean them all up, get them all nice and clean, and we'll put them in our spare parts bucket.
Have to tag it so we know what they are.
Yeah. Hey, pop right out. Nice having a press. Well, we'll come back when we get all these done.
Your wife know what you need.
Yeah. Well, all the studs are out, and this is basically just scrap now. So we'll put it on the pile of scrap metal.
What'd you do with the other one?
And the other one's right down here on the floor.
Where's the other stud? Only
right up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put it up here.
Scare me, I thought. We lost one already, like that.
Oh. Yeah, we lost one. It's right down here. We found it.
Wise guy.
You might recognize this from the other parts we cleaned. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these in here. I'm just going to put them in here and let them sit for a few days. I'll probably come down and check them tomorrow. See how they're doing. But I'll leave them in there for 2-3 days. Check them over the weekend. And see how they're doing. You can keep reusing this stuff probably quite a few times. I don't know how much you can redo them, but they're all in there. And we'll check them in another day and see what they're doing. And then we'll kind of watch the progress. Once they get all done, we'll be able to put a little oil on them so they don't rust. And put them in a container and mark them with their studs for the Dakota. Let's check on the bolts. It's been about 24 hours. And we're going to take a look and see. They're not too bad. You can see some of it kind of rubbing off. But I can still feel a little bit of rust on the end of that. Let's dry it off a little bit here. And see. Yeah, that's got a little bit. Still got a little bit of rust. Now this is pretty good here. It's just the head part of it's not yet. So we'll leave it in here another day and see what it does. Let's check the studs again. So we're going to dig in here and see what they look like. They don't look too bad. A little bit on here. But as I rub on here, see all that I'm getting off. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to go over on a wire wheel and brush them up and see what they look like. So we'll pull all these out. We'll dry them up a little bit. And then I'll go run over and I'll get the wire wheel out, brush them up, see where they're at. And then I'll come back once I get all that done. Well, the bolts are looking a lot better now. Some of them cleaned up really well. Some have just a little bit left on them. But they cleaned up good now. So now we have some extra studs in case one does break.